Ghislain is shocked to discover he has a fiancée, expressing his surprise out loud. Belinda and Elena tease Ghislain about his fiancée, Amelia Rayfold, hinting at his embarrassment. Ghislain is deep in thought, processing the revelation about his fiancée. A dramatic depiction of a spider and web symbolizes Amelia Rayfold's complex and possibly dangerous nature. Amelia is described as a noble known for her kindness, but also as the Witch of the North, hinting at her darker side. The narrative reveals Amelia's betrayal, aligning with the Delphine Duchy against Perdium. A close-up of a mysterious smile suggests someone is plotting or amused by the situation. Ghislain asks Belinda about his father's return, indicating he is planning something. Ghislain decides that a week is enough time for his plans, showing determination. Ghislain announces his intention to visit Rayfold County, leaving Belinda curious about his motives. Ghislain reveals his plan to visit Rayfold County to get money from them, showing his strategic side. Amelia is seen gracefully kneeling, holding a pair of shoes, indicating her caring nature. Amelia instructs someone to wear the shoes, showing her authority and kindness. Amelia offers shoes to a poor child, surrounded by onlookers, highlighting her compassion. The child is surprised and grateful, addressing Amelia with respect and awe. Amelia declares that if anyone should walk barefoot, it should be her, showing her empathy. Amelia orders her guards to provide food and shelter, demonstrating her leadership and care. Supplies are being distributed to the people, causing amazement and gratitude among them. The crowd expresses their gratitude to Amelia, acknowledging her generosity and influence. In Amelia's garden at Rayfold County, she is seen with Bernaf, indicating a moment of planning or reflection. Bernaf praises Amelia for her efforts, acknowledging her leadership. Hands are shown washing, symbolizing care or cleansing after a task. Amelia reflects on her father's rule, noting his demand for obedience from the people. She observes that the common folk follow those who provide for them, petting a cat as a metaphor for care. Bernaf comments on Amelia's success in winning the people's hearts, which will aid her future ambitions. Amelia remains silent, contemplating the implications of her actions and plans. Amelia playfully pushes Bernaf's face, showing a moment of levity between them. Amelia questions Bernaf about a duel, hinting at his strategic choices in battle. Bernaf explains his decision to avoid drawing attention, showing his loyalty and strategic thinking. Bernaf advises Amelia that it's not yet time to reveal her true power, indicating patience in their plans. Bernaf pledges his loyalty to Amelia, stating that his blade is hers to command. Amelia acknowledges Bernaf's loyalty, mentioning her investment in his upbringing. Bernaf is shown in a moment of reflection, possibly considering Amelia's words. Amelia firmly tells Bernaf he cannot afford to be weak, emphasizing her expectations. Amelia inquires about the merchants, showing her involvement in strategic planning. Bernaf explains their strategy of using the merchant guild to gather resources discreetly. He details their recruitment of soldiers and knights, highlighting their growing power. Amelia instructs Bernaf to maintain their cover as a merchant guild until they are ready. A servant approaches Amelia and Bernaf, indicating an interruption or new development. The servant informs them of Ghislain's unexpected visit, creating a sense of urgency. Amelia questions why Ghislain would visit, showing her suspicion. The servant is nervous, indicating the tension of the situation. Bernaf relays that Ghislain wants to discuss the Merchant Guild, raising concerns. The scene shifts to the visitors' room, setting the stage for the meeting. Amelia and Ghislain face each other in the visitors' room, creating a tense atmosphere. Ghislain greets Amelia confidently, hinting at his intentions. Amelia's expression is stern, and her cat hisses, reflecting her displeasure. Amelia criticizes Ghislain for arriving unannounced, questioning his manners. Ghislain mentions Amelia's upcoming birthday, using it as a reason for his visit. He presents a flower from the Merchant Guild, subtly probing Amelia's connections. Ghislain mentions the Arctium Merchant Guild, probing Amelia's connections. Amelia's eyes show her intense focus and suspicion. Amelia feigns ignorance, questioning Ghislain's intentions. Amelia decides to leave, dismissing Ghislain's visit as she holds her cat. Ghislain firmly tells Amelia to sit down, asserting his authority. Amelia is visibly shocked by Ghislain's commanding presence. The pressure in the room is palpable, symbolized by a trembling cup. Amelia reflects on Ghislain's unexpected confidence, contrasting with his past demeanor. Ghislain bluntly asks Amelia for 10,000 gold, revealing his true motive. Amelia is taken aback by Ghislain's bold demand, questioning his audacity. Amelia questions Ghislain's motives, wondering if it's his father's will. Ghislain insists it's his own request. Ghislain implies Amelia has no intention of marrying him, adding tension to the conversation. Amelia's eyes narrow, showing her growing frustration and suspicion. Ghislain hints at Amelia's ambitions, suggesting her secret plans could be exposed. Amelia's cat reacts aggressively, reflecting the rising tension in the room. Ghislain remains calm despite the cat's reaction, maintaining his composure. Amelia warns Ghislain not to joke about serious matters, showing her seriousness. Ghislain threatens to reveal Amelia's secrets unless he gets what he wants, while Amelia remains defiant. Amelia calls for Bernaf, indicating she's ready to take action. Bernaf enters the room, prepared to confront the situation, adding to the tension. Bernaf greets Ghislain, acknowledging their past acquaintance. Ghislain reflects on Bernaf's loyalty to Amelia, recognizing his strength. Bernaf is described as a formidable warrior, comparable to the finest swordsman. Ghislain warns that his death could spark a war, questioning if they are prepared for the consequences. Amelia coldly outlines a cover story for Ghislain's potential demise, showing her ruthlessness. Amelia orders Bernaf to kill Ghislain, demonstrating her resolve. Bernaf draws his sword, ready to follow Amelia's command without hesitation. Ghislain accepts the challenge, preparing to defend himself against Bernaf. Ghislain decides to get serious, indicating he's ready to confront the threat head-on. Ghislain and Bernaf face off in a tense standoff, swords drawn and ready for battle. The atmosphere is charged as they prepare to engage in combat. A close-up of Bernaf's face shows a confident smirk, indicating his readiness and perhaps underestimation of Ghislain. Ghislain's eyes widen in surprise, possibly reacting to Bernaf's unexpected move or a sudden realization. Ghislain sits on a couch, sword in hand, looking determined and ready to face the challenge ahead. An assassin suddenly appears, launching an attack towards Ghislain, catching him off guard. The assassin's attack lands with a powerful impact, creating a burst of energy and chaos. Ghislain is thrown off balance, tumbling backward as the assassin's attack sends him flying. In a dramatic turn, Ghislain counters the attack, using his agility to regain control and strike back. Ghislain launches a powerful counterattack, sending the assassin flying across the room with a burst of energy. Bernaf and Amelia watch in shock as Ghislain demonstrates his unexpected combat prowess, leaving them both surprised by his abilities. Ghislain comments on the assassin's tactics, noting the feigned politeness before the surprise attack, showing his awareness and readiness. Bernaf criticizes the lack of hospitality as he and Ghislain engage in a fierce sword fight, each testing the other's skills. The battle intensifies as Ghislain and Bernaf clash swords, their movements swift and powerful. Ghislain questions the lack of chivalry from Rayfold, expressing his frustration with the unexpected hostility. Bernaf retorts, accusing Ghislain of being the rude one for arriving unannounced and unsettling Amelia, justifying his aggressive stance. Bernaf declares there's no need for politeness towards Ghislain, as their swords clash in a heated exchange. The fight continues with Ghislain launching a powerful attack, showcasing his strength and determination. Ghislain and Bernaf are locked in a dynamic struggle, each trying to gain the upper hand in the duel. Ghislain skillfully dodges Bernaf's attack, demonstrating his agility and quick reflexes. The scene shows Ghislain and Bernaf facing off from a distance, preparing for the next move in their intense battle. Bernaf reflects on Ghislain's unexpected skill, realizing that the young lord is not just talk, but a formidable opponent. Ghislain stands confidently, his presence commanding respect as he proves he's no rookie in battle. Amelia questions Bernaf's hesitation, urging him to act against Ghislain, whom she dismisses as a mere punk. Amelia demands Bernaf bring her Ghislain's head, asserting her authority and impatience. Bernaf remains silent, contemplating Amelia's command, showing his internal conflict. Bernaf assures Amelia that he won't disappoint her, readying himself for the fight. Bernaf, with a determined look, calls forth his power, preparing to face Ghislain with full force. Ghislain challenges Bernaf's authority, questioning the knight's audacity to order him around. Ghislain acknowledges Bernaf's insistence, preparing to engage in the duel with a sense of duty. Ghislain, with resolve, agrees to face Bernaf, ready to meet the challenge head-on. Bernaf launches a powerful attack towards Ghislain, who is ready to counter. The intensity of the battle is evident in their expressions. Ghislain braces himself against Bernaf's swift assault, acknowledging his opponent's speed and skill. Ghislain realizes Bernaf's speed, expressing surprise at how fast his adversary moves. Bernaf's determined expression shows his focus and commitment to the fight, not backing down. The battle between Ghislain and Bernaf escalates, with both fighters exchanging rapid and powerful blows. Amelia watches in disbelief as Ghislain holds his ground against Bernaf, questioning how he can fight on equal footing. Amelia's eyes narrow with determination, hinting at her underlying intentions or plans. Ghislain and Bernaf engage in a fierce clash, their swords meeting with explosive force. Ghislain skillfully parries Bernaf's attack, demonstrating his refined swordsmanship. The duel continues with Ghislain and Bernaf locked in a close combat struggle, each trying to overpower the other. Bernaf is caught off guard by Ghislain's swift move, showing a moment of surprise. The battle continues with Bernaf launching a powerful downward strike at Ghislain, who is on the defensive. Bernaf's attack is fierce and relentless, pushing Ghislain to his limits. Ghislain smirks, recognizing a repeated tactic from Bernaf, ready to counter it. In a dynamic move, Bernaf and Ghislain are locked in close combat, each trying to gain the upper hand. Ghislain's eyes widen as he faces a challenging maneuver from Bernaf. The struggle intensifies as Bernaf and Ghislain grapple, each determined to overpower the other. Bernaf confidently states that the same tactic won't work twice, showing his adaptability in battle. Bernaf executes a powerful move, sending Ghislain crashing to the ground with explosive force. Ghislain grits his teeth in pain, struggling to recover from Bernaf's impactful attack. Bernaf attacks with a fierce overhead strike, showing his determination to overpower Ghislain. Bernaf's relentless assault continues as he presses Ghislain to the ground, demonstrating his strength. Ghislain manages to evade, leaping back to create distance between himself and Bernaf. Ghislain realizes Bernaf is using mana to endure the fight, acknowledging the challenge he faces. Bernaf acknowledges Ghislain's unexpected skill, noting that true understanding comes from direct combat. Bernaf critiques Ghislain's fighting style, suggesting it was learned through real combat rather than formal training. Bernaf dismisses Ghislain's methods as unsuitable against him, asserting his superiority. Bernaf declares that Ghislain's deviation ends here, showing his confidence in ending the fight. Ghislain admits the difficulty of the battle, recognizing the challenge Bernaf presents. Ghislain analyzes Bernaf's precise attacks, noting the difficulty in overcoming him due to size and technique. Ghislain realizes that Bernaf might have been more than he could handle initially, but faces him nonetheless. A moment of realization as Ghislain acknowledges the urgency of the situation. Ghislain, with determination, notes that he doesn't have much time either, implying the need for decisive action. Ghislain charges at Bernaf, ready to execute a powerful attack. Bernaf senses the presence of mana, surprised by Ghislain's unexpected technique. Bernaf is perplexed by a strange thread of mana that seems to confuse him. A sudden impact catches Bernaf by surprise, with Ghislain's attack landing effectively. Ghislain exploits the moment, launching a powerful physical attack against Bernaf. Ghislain delivers a heavy punch, showing his fierce determination in the battle. Bernaf is shocked and confused by Ghislain's unexpected ability and quick assault, raising questions about what just happened. Amelia shouts Bernaf's name, showing her concern as the battle intensifies. Ghislain prepares a powerful finishing move, aiming to strike Bernaf decisively. Ghislain launches a fierce downward strike, determined to end the fight. Bernaf desperately dodges Ghislain's attack, narrowly avoiding a critical hit. Both fighters trade blows in a rapid exchange, each pushing the other to their limits. The battle continues with Ghislain and Bernaf trying to gain advantage as the audience watches tensely. Bernaf advises Amelia to leave, expressing concern for her safety as the situation becomes more dangerous. Bernaf decides to fight with full force, committed to giving his all against Ghislain. Ghislain smirks, enjoying the challenge and expressing his satisfaction with the escalating duel. Ghislain admits he hasn't faced such an entertaining opponent in a long time, exhilarated by the intense battle. Amelia Rayfold is rushing through a lavish hallway, clutching her dress, clearly in a hurry and distressed. Amelia is fuming with anger, thinking about how Ghislain has humiliated her. She wonders who leaked information about the Merchant Guild to Ghislain, suspecting it was the only way he could know so much. Amelia reflects on the rumors about Ghislain's past feats, questioning if they were true or just exaggerated tales. Frustrated, Amelia curses under her breath, feeling overwhelmed by the situation. She questions the effectiveness of the guards she stationed, wondering why they aren't doing their job. Amelia encounters a mysterious figure in a dark cloak standing among fallen guards, creating a tense atmosphere. The cloaked figure, Belinda, stands confidently amidst the chaos, having taken down the guards. Belinda reveals herself, greeting Amelia with a sly smile, indicating familiarity. Amelia is shocked to recognize Belinda, Ghislain's maid, and questions her presence. Belinda hushes Amelia, signaling her to be quiet. Belinda approaches Amelia from behind, placing a hand over her mouth to silence her. Amelia is startled as Belinda reveals a spider on her lips. Belinda comments on the spider, recalling a past incident involving Amelia and spiders. Belinda reminisces about overhearing a conversation during an engagement ceremony, linking it to Amelia's past. A flashback shows Amelia's siblings teasing her about spiders, leading to her using them for revenge. Belinda questions Amelia's motives, suggesting her actions might be a form of self-assertion. Belinda drops the spider, implying it doesn't suit Amelia, and asks for her cooperation. Belinda stomps on the spider, emphasizing her point. Belinda asks Amelia for her cooperation, leaving the crushed spider behind. Ghislain and Bernaf face off in a tense duel, their swords drawn and ready. Ghislain senses the roughness in the air, preparing for the intense battle ahead. Bernaf is overwhelmed by the sheer amount of mana emanating from Ghislain. Bernaf acknowledges Ghislain as an entertaining opponent, ready to engage. Bernaf taunts Ghislain, questioning his noble status and comparing him to a mercenary. Ghislain confidently asserts his nobility, challenging Bernaf's words. The duel intensifies as both fighters prepare to clash, with Bernaf addressing Ghislain. The battle reaches a peak as Ghislain and Bernaf's swords collide with explosive force. Bernaf warns Ghislain not to disgrace the nobility, as their powers clash dramatically. The fight continues with a flurry of powerful strikes, showcasing their intense combat skills. Ghislain is intensely focused, dodging an attack with determination in his eyes. He is surprised by Bernaf's relentless assault, realizing the intensity of the fight. Bernaf pushes forward aggressively, his attacks fierce and unyielding. Ghislain, frustrated, decides to counterattack with full force. The duel continues with both fighters clashing swords, neither willing to back down. Ghislain launches a powerful strike, aiming to overpower Bernaf. Bernaf remains focused, countering Ghislain's attack with precision. Bernaf's sword glows with energy as he prepares to strike back. He skillfully maneuvers his sword, ready to deliver a decisive blow. The battle rages on, with Bernaf and Ghislain exchanging powerful blows, each trying to gain the upper hand. Ghislain is determined, despite being pushed to his limits in the battle. Bernaf declares that Ghislain's last attack was his final effort. The two continue their intense duel, each trying to outmaneuver the other. Blood splatters, indicating the ferocity of their clash. Bernaf is momentarily silent, processing the intensity of the fight. Ghislain uses his shoulder to push away Bernaf's blade, bracing for injury. The duel continues, with both fighters locked in a fierce exchange of blows. Bernaf acknowledges the need to stay vigilant until the end, hinting at a final move. The battle rages on, with both fighters showing no signs of backing down. Ghislain launches a powerful upward strike, aiming to turn the tide of the battle. Bernaf distinguishes himself from those who fight for entertainment, emphasizing his serious approach. The duel continues with Bernaf maintaining control, showcasing his skill. Ghislain finds the battle entertaining, despite the challenges he faces. Ghislain, determined and focused, prepares for his next move. Bernaf's speed and range allow him to dominate the fight, countering Ghislain's attempts to grapple. Ghislain realizes his current mana is insufficient to counter Bernaf's strength. Ghislain acknowledges his current mana limitations, but hints at a hidden reserve. Ghislain regrets having to use his full power, but sees no other choice. Ghislain reveals that Burnaf overlooked his unique mana cultivation technique, preparing to unleash it. Ghislain activates his unique mana cultivation technique, ready to turn the tide of the battle. Ghislain unleashes his third core, dramatically increasing his power in the battle. With newfound strength, Ghislain clashes with Burnaf, their swords meeting with intense force. The battle intensifies as Ghislain's enhanced power challenges Burnaf's defenses. The two fighters collide with explosive energy, showcasing the peak of their duel. Burnaf acknowledges Ghislain's strength, surprised by his explosive mana. Burnaf wonders how Ghislain can wield such powerful mana during combat. A commanding stop interrupts the intense battle, signaling a halt. Burnaf faces Ghislain, a sword poised near his face, indicating the fight's conclusion. Ghislain stands victorious, pointing his sword at Burnaf, with Belinda observing the scene. Amelia, frustrated, offers Ghislain 10,000 gold to leave, clearly upset by the situation. Ghislain finds the situation troublesome, wishing Amelia had cooperated earlier. Burnaf is startled as Ghislain's sword is pointed at him, indicating his defeat. Belinda comments on the intense situation, humorously referring to it as a lover's quarrel. Ghislain approaches Amelia, informing her of some unfortunate news. Ghislain announces that the fee has increased to 20,000 gold, reflecting the chaos caused.